Hi, how are you? Welcome to our next video in the series of healing families through their men. Now, often when I'm working with men, they talk to me about having nightmares and dreams about their ex. It can be very upsetting and troubling, especially because sometimes in these dreams they're still together and it's still a happy relationships. And other times it can actually be pretty traumatic. So it could be things like imagining their wife with a new partner or, you know, something seriously bad happening to their partner and their children. So when this happens, people do have this inability to sleep. They wake up feeling saddened. They're not really sure how to handle these dreams. And it feels like they're not really getting any rest and respite from their waking hours, which are also very difficult. So, first of all, just to let you know that these dreams are a completely normal part of grieving a breakup, especially if you've had a separation that's been quite sudden and unwanted. Um, they can be reoccurring as well, which also can be quite confusing and upsetting. So it's just your unconscious mind is actually trying to process the breakup and catch up to the waking world. And that can be done in so many different varieties of ways. So why does your mind do this? So your brain waves are in different frequencies. So you have alpha, beta, theta, delta, and they're all different. As they're faster, so deep concentration, when you're focused on a task and you're trying to figure something out, is beta. And especially when you've had a breakup and you're in deep analytical mode, you're in beta and your conscious mind is super engaged and busy. It's almost as if you've got your foot full on the accelerator in the car. Okay. Then when you start resting and sleeping, your brainwaves slow down into theta and hopefully deep sleep, which is delta. This is the time when the doorway between your unconscious mind and your conscious mind wakes up, opens. So they start talking to one another and it manifests in dreams. So dreams could be a way that your unconscious mind is trying to communicate a message to you. It also could be a way that your unconscious mind is sorting out information that you collected during the day, but you weren't consciously aware of. So let me just clarify that. At any one point, there are, many millions of bits of information that are coming through our senses, but we are only able to grab a handful of those because we would just be completely overwhelmed if we remembered everything consciously. So there could be information that you're not consciously willing to or able to retain that your unconscious mind will start to sort out and still has that information, and will try to communicate those messages to you when you're asleep through these dreams. So when you're getting these learnings, sometimes you're not ready to accept them or hear them or see them. And, you could also be dreaming of much happier scenarios. That can also be upsetting, especially if it's the other person that's chosen to leave. All right. So, one of the things that I get my clients to do initially, if they are being upset by certain dreams, is to begin journaling them. And that happens as soon as the dream happens. So even if you wake up in the middle of the night, rather than trying to find a notepad and pen, perhaps use your recording app on your phone and just have a quick summary of what happened in your dreams. There is a much more advanced technique that I use with my clients whose dreams won't shift and they are really getting distressed by them, and that will actually change the dreams very, very quickly and eventually stop them if that's what you choose. So what if you are having these upsetting dreams and you're getting quite stressed, and especially if you're dreaming of your ex in another partner or in a situation where you're feeling really disempowered? The process I spoke about is, a foolproof way, but first do give it a go by journaling your dreams. You'll get quite a lot of wisdom, and just be open-minded in receiving that wisdom. You can also ask a question before you go to sleep. So perhaps there's something that you want to figure out. Maybe there's a question that's troubling you. Perhaps as you're falling asleep, you can ask that question and you may get a dream that answers it. When you're ready to learn to make friends with your dream world again and sleep peacefully, please do contact me at ranicoaching.com, and I'm happy to share a lot more techniques. I'll have my online course available very soon, and it will go a lot more in depth into how to handle these types of nightmares and dreams. Until then, sleep well. Thank you.